We all follow the Chelsea. Hogwan gangsters, what's poppin'? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host Jan. Oh, European glory has returned, and we might have some good news regarding Josh Acheampong, a superstar player, right back, right centre back, who is out of exile. Great Audio Slave song. When I first came to this island. Is that out of exile? Anyway, great song by Audio Slave, showing my age there again. Yes! Training with the first team, we'll speak about that. Of course, we're playing Heidenheim, who, like Chelsea are, won every game so far in the Europa League Conference. They are doing well. I think they're doing well in the Bundesliga. We're going to just quickly pull that up as well. Because, yeah, we're going away to their gaff, bro. So, yeah, man. I mean, they're not... Last season, they did it right in the Bundesliga. We're going to talk about that, because apparently they have been prioritizing their European campaign. Guys, let's get into it together, right? Because we're going to learn about Heidenheim. We're going to talk about Chelsea. Of course, there's loads of other players training with the first team, which is interesting that a lot of academy players are coming in, because this, on paper, is our hardest game in the league phase. Yeah? Hardest game in the league phase, which says a lot. We're going to get into it. It's going to be a great video. It's going to be fun. So, thanks for joining me, friends. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing to this channel, Football Therapy. It's just so nice to have you all here and joining the community. Road to 200,000 subs. What a beautiful thing. For a bunch of beautiful people like yourselves, let's get into it. Alright, by the way, I'm going to talk about the Man City capitulation a little bit more, and Arsenal doing well, which is gross. Pep Guardiola's scratching up his face, which is really worrying. I don't think it's very funny, actually. I'm going to talk about that on the second channel, Football Yannick. There it is, Football Yannick. So do go consider subscribing to that if you want non-Chelsea content. But, in the meantime, we're going to speak about Chelsea, Heidenheim, and etc. First of all, I'm going to cite young Felix Johnson, who is a Chelsea content creator that has links to the Chelsea Academy. Yesterday, he updated the people, the people of the internet, saying that there's been progress in the Josh Acheampong situation. Tentative progress, he said. Firstly, let's just read this, okay, shall we? Because it's for reference. They don't want the situation to drag on. They're really pushing for talks. One area of the progress that has been made is Chelsea presented a potential idea for a loan to Strasbourg in the future in talks on a pathway against the first team. This was initially a stumbling block as it was not desired by the player. Yeah, fine. Not everyone wants to go to freaking Strasbourg. I mean, I've nothing against it for some players, but I dig it. But Felix has been told, and by the way, Felix has got good information, guys. He's now more open to after talks, and probably because he's seeing Andre Santos doing well there, Diego Moreira, like it's vibes, you know. They don't look like they're in a relegation battle with Strasbourg, so you know. Pas trop mal over in France. There's a lot of clubs interested in Acheampong. So in addition to Paris Saint-Germain, there's Real Madrid, Dortmund, and Liverpool. And he's been told Bayern Munich are very interested. They are promising the player immediate first team minutes. Liverpool's pursuit is linked with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Of course, he's wanted by Real Madrid. PSG are also very interested, but at this point, the players not prefer their destination. Wow, guys, freaking look at those. Liverpool, PSG, Real Madrid, Dortmund, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich offering first team minutes. Wow, so this kid is hot sugar, okay? He's hot sugar. That should be a swear word, but we don't swear here. So, of course, he's back in first team training now. Like, there's no contract signed, but he was training with the first team. And this represents great news, guys. Especially in a world where, look, Malo Gusto's great, but this kid's something special. Everyone freaking wants him. In a world like where Reece James I mean, look, if he gets fit again, he can play left back, right back, centre back. Reece James can help the team. We just need him fit. But I think this is huge. Like, I don't want to be seeing Disasi at right back. I want to see Josh Acheampong there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've seen him a little bit of clips of him. Of course, a little bit. He got some first team minutes, didn't he? I've never pretended to be an academy specialist, although I know our academy is incredible. I always try and flex the achievements and, you know, the Cobham influence around all Europe, not just the Premier League and, you know, the upper echelons of the EFL, but Europe as well, bro, you know, and in the England team as well. You just go Cobham, 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 Cobham. You know, it's a wonderful thing to have for your club. So him being locked down, and they clearly, because they exiled him, bro, they literally put him out in the cold, which I'm not necessarily agreeing with, but he's not out in the cold anymore. He's training with the ruddy first team. Alright, let's talk about Heidenheim before we build a lineup together, which is fun. Heidenheim. This is last season's Bundesliga table. Bunda! Top 8! That's nice for them, isn't it? So, you know, above Freiburg, who've done alright in Europe at some point. Wolfsburg, big team, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Top 8. Come on, top 8. They qualified for Europe. And yeah, I mean, come on. These guys aren't Noah. They are a serious team, okay? They're a serious team, and they are also, I know they are 6th in the Europa Conference League table, as we can see here, but 6th is free. They're like a, you know, Chelsea. Those other man, they are 3 out of 3 wins. And we need to remember, we're going over to their gaff, okay? So we need to take them seriously. A good team, top 8 finish in the top flight in Germany. They have won 3 out of 3 in Europe. I believe it is their first season in Europe. And I listened to Steph Stafford Blue, of The Athletic, German football correspondent. He's English. And he says, yeah, he thinks they've got a chance. So naturally, I cacked myself. We're supposed to be moonwalking this. This competition with our eyes closed, right? And they will probably win. We'll talk about it. But he was like, yeah, they got a chance. They're basically their season. They don't think they'll get relegated. So their season is all the eggs in the Europa Conference basket. This is like vibes for them. Whereas for Chelsea, it's an inconvenience. So how do you channel that spiritual energy and desire to just win at all costs when you've just got players like, I shouldn't be here? But for them, they're like, oh, we've made it. This is our lives. It's now or never. Together, brothers. You know, that kind of charge. So be afraid. Let's have a look at them, shall we? They played Hearts and beat them 2-0. Away in Scotland. Good for them. They play a 4-1-4-1, I believe. Presumably this is what they're going to play against Chelsea. Unless this geezer Maloney drops in and makes it back 5. And then it could be whatever. It could be something. I am going to be obvious and say something that's not going to surprise you here, guys. I don't know who any of these geezers are. Do you? Oh, what's that? 95% of you are saying no. Let's have a look at their stats away at Hearts. Are they a possession team? Oh, it's pretty even on the old statties. Less shots. 3 shots on target, 2 goals. Clinical. Yeah. Freaking don't know what else to say about them. They got a guy called Jan Schopener who scored. The main thing is, this is on paper our hardest away game. So, let's build a lineup, shall we? Let's do it on, like we always do. Can we make this a bit smaller? Come on, make it a bit smaller. There we go. We're going to do the other iteration of... it's a 4-2-3-1 we were using on here, wasn't it? So it was that, essentially. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, Yannick. It wasn't that. That's very, very aggressive. Where the hell is the 4-2-3-1? 4-2-3-1. There we go. Well, yeah, it's a little bit skewed from what we do, but still. All right, so let's build it, shall we? There will be Philip. Where's Philip Jorgensen in goal? Of course it will be, getting his chance to try and prove to some people I'm better than Rob Sanchez, but I'm not having got great faith in him. Wow, how the heck are we going to build this lineup? One play. Okay, I think. Oh, Jesus Christ. Disassi at right centre back. I'm going to go for Tosin at left centre back. Yeah. I'm going to go for Vega. Vega left back. Rennie Vega, my boy. Rested, good to go. Probably will be inverting into the midfield. We could do have a left footer. I just don't think Badia Shiel's going to play because he played in the weekend. Although you would put the farm on Badia Shiel not playing against Aston Villa, that it will be Fofana and Colwell in conventional centre-back positions with Gusto returning for right-back. So I wonder if he will just play Badia Shiel here again, if he's good to go. Oh, that's tough. This is tough, bro. I am going to go fully rogue here, guys. And I know he's not played for a while, and I don't think Acheampong... Oh, what am I doing searching up there? Is in... There isn't an Acheampong. Am I spelling it right? I don't think I am. 1 second. Okay, so there just literally isn't a Josh Acheampong. So we need like a placeholder. Who should we put in for Josh Acheampong? Right, hold on. Let's just put in... Okay, right. Let's just do this for the moment. What am I doing? Maybe there is a Josh Acheampong. There you go. He's a striker. So let's just put him in there. We all know who that's supposed to be. All right. Friggin' hell, this is going to be tough. The thing is, right, Joao Felix played the whole... Did he play the whole friggin' game against... in the Premier League game against Leicester? And he got nearly absolutely his ankle ripped off as well. Part of me thinks that... Oh, I don't know. Okay, Mudryk. Who's a freaking... Let's just go with the players we know who's going to play. And Mudryk's going to play. And Kunku is going to play out of position as a friggin' striker. All right? He just friggin' is. And Kunku's going to play. Enzo Fernandez played a full... I wonder if Lavia is not in the squad. Lavia is not in the squad. Wow. This is tough because this is super tough. Because I'm thinking, oh, he's going to try and put the kids in a little bit because they're training with the first team. And I'm also thinking, like, I'm just trying to think, like, you know, Neto. We want to save Neto for Aston Villa. Surely he's our form winger. Do you want to go away to high? I wonder if Maresca's doing a little bit of a free hit here. Like risky rotation because he feels like we're going to qualify from the league stage, whatever. This is an away game. It could be a bit combative. He's going to give people a chance. If we don't win, it's not the end of the world. As long as we finish in the top 8, which we will. This is tough. This is super friggin' tough. But, okay. Oh my God. I'm going to go for Dewsbury Hall as the attacking mid over the, like, obviously no Cole Palmer. I don't think Joao Felix is going to start. He might do. I just feel like he won't. I think he's going to be like, freaking hell, this is tough. I'm going to go for Neto as a right winger, but I'm going to give him like 60 minutes. Him linking up the front three can do the business, you know, and then you can take Neto off for like 60 minutes, maybe even half time if we're doing the winning thing. Like if we slap them up, like we slap Noah up and then we took Enzo off at half time, it could be the same with Neto. If Neto linked up loads, you know, and Kunku, you know, Neto could come off between half time and 60 minutes and Kunku could come off, you know, between 60 minutes and 80 minutes, and then Mark Yu could come on hopefully to get some minutes here. Tough. I think Cesare Cassidy is freaking hell, man. I can't spell, dude. Right, hold on. There we go. Cesare Cassidy, I think, will play in the central defensive midfield positions. Carney Chukwuemeka, I think he's not going to start. I think he will feature off the bench. I genuinely think we're going to do this. Benoit? Nah, not left back, bro. Benoit. There's my boy. Left-footed Benoit Badiashile to play left back. And then Tosin. Yeah, there you go. This is what I'm doing. I don't think Gusto will play. I think he's still probably got that nursing a little bit of an injury. You know what we could do, actually? Freaking, what am I doing? He's already been confirmed by Maresca that he can play a bit of right wing. He's even listed as a right mid on this website still. I want to see Sancho start on the left wing in the Prem, but I just don't think we're going to see it at the moment. So, you know, so let's just... I mean, this isn't a preview for Villa, but I think maybe we'll see Neto on the left of the winger. Noni Madueke on the right for Villa. But for this game, yeah, I think that's pretty strong. Gives Dewsbury Hall a start, a chance. I mean, that mid... We really need, in that midfield, Dewsbury Hall to show what he could do at Leicester, the goals and the assists. But yeah, that's a pretty productive front three. It should be. Of course, Mudrik's been shining in this competition. He got a goal and 2 assists the other day. Kunku just scores goals. Sancho should be able to rip these men apart. Midfield looks soft a little bit, but, you know, look at those... We've got, including Acheampong, they're 4 centre-backs on the back. Badiashile playing left-back as a left-footer, which we've seen before. And, of course, Acheampong is a sort of hybrid centre-back, right-back, a little bit like Disasi. And, of course, you could see other stuff like you could see and then you could see Chukwuemeka. Is he going to come up there? Carney. Say not. Yeah, there you go. You could have something like that, maybe. Or even like Carney playing as the cam in Dewsbury Hall like that. And then, yeah, and then obviously Renato could invert into midfield and make a back three. That's actually a really strong back three. Left footer, right footer, Tosin in the middle, tall guy. Actually, the more I look at that, I feel pretty good about that. Yeah, I feel much better about that, actually. Renato inverting into midfield, Dewsbury Hall in the left 8, Chukwuemeka in the right pocket doing a Cole Palmer, Cassidy dropping back being a CDM, which we've seen before, but he'll be protected by the three big guys at the back, and Renato Vega will be joining him to... Yeah, there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. I fixed Chelsea. Not that we were broken, but I've developed a lineup that I think is pretty good. Right. We need to win this game of football. Don't you agree? I think we will. I don't think necessarily we'll slap them up. They are, again, on paper, the most serious team in the serious fixture away at a good German team. But I do think we will win. And I think it's going to be an interesting game. Of course, disclaimer, I should have said this at the beginning, but I'm sure many of you will see from the upload time. Uploading this before the press conference, he might be like, no, Josh can't play, Dewsbury Hall's injured, and my lineup's ruined. But hopefully, what I've talked about and showed my working, it all kind of makes sense still. Do you know what I mean? So let me know your thoughts, comment down below. Thank you for joining me as always. Potentially great news about Josh Acheampong. Yeah, man. Love you all, my followers. Like and subscribe. See you soon. Peace.